Hello everyone and welcome to another video. And today I want to continue my praise of Mirka Andolfo, but first I want to give a shout out to variant covers. A lot of people don't like them and I understand that. A ton of companies overdo it when it comes to comic book variant covers and they oversaturate the market. They put out way too much stuff and it loses its meaning. However, I would like to give another opinion in that variant covers give us these. These are amazing art pieces by some artists that we wouldn't get unless they were doing these covers. So for that, you can't really fault them. Here we have the variant cover for Mercy number 1 done by Stanley Arjun Lau, and I'm gonna be eternally grateful to Arjun and to his amazing art for actually introducing me to this series. Because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't mean to get this. I only ordered it because it had Arjun's name on the cover, even though it should have been a clear recommendation from the author. Still, my ignorance, in the end, it turned out to be great. Now, as I was saying at the beginning of the video, today I want to continue my praise of Mirka Andolfo, and I'm gonna talk about her Mercy series. But first, let's look at all the covers from this series. It has 6 issues, and as we've seen here, this is the Argem variant for issue number 1. For issue number 2, I've got the standard cover, done of course by Mirka Andolfo. A variant cover for issue number 3 by Stjepan Sejic, known of course for his Sunstone series. And from then on, we'll stick with Mirka Andolfo for the rest of the covers. Here we have issue number 4. Number 5. And finally, issue number 6. As a bonus, I also have the image first version of the first issue, again with art by Mirka Andolfo. This is gonna be the comic we'll be looking through as I talk about Mercy. A series which definitely surprised me, mainly because I was expecting a more subtle, atmospheric kind of horror, a more feminine horror. And spoilers, it's not like that. This is a violent series, with its action building and building up, getting more and more intense, with pages filled with monstrosities, each more horrible than the last, filled with slime and acid and flowers. A series that I dearly recommend, but one that isn't perfect. Mirka Andolfo wrote and did the art for everything, and I feel she has the same problem in each of those aspects. She overcomplicates herself. When it comes to the art, both the monsters and the action scenes become this almost tiresome mishmash, where you tend to lose a lot of aspects of what is shown to you. When it comes to the story, it gradually builds up way faster in issues 4 and 5, and it ends up at a solid level 10 of intensity in the last issue. The problem, however, is that after it solves that level 10 threat, the story continues to build up to a needless level 12, and Mirka doesn't have the time to resolve that anymore. Neither in her writing nor in her art. The whole thing becomes annoyingly rushed, so much so that I genuinely thought my comic was missing a few pages. That's how suddenly it changes from one panel to the other. All of this so we can reach the finale in the last 3 pages, where we could have arrived anyway, although in a much softer manner, not as rushed and not as permanent. And I'm not a fan of that ending, I just have to say it. I know it's clearly subjective here, and this was definitely the author's decision, but I did not like it. I'm not gonna spoil it. As you can see, I try to talk as little as possible about the actual story or the characters, but I'm just gonna say this, I did not like that ending. But still, again, I dearly recommend this series. It's definitely an interesting story with some amazing art. It's just that out of the 120 pages, 10 of those are pretty bad. It still doesn't take away all that much from the rest, and it's still absolutely great. Just as I recommend everything done by Mirka Andolfo, I did a video talking about her Unsacred series, both volumes, and I'm gonna be doing a review of her current Sweet Paprika series. Please look forward to that. Speaking of things to look forward to, I've recently done a video showing off some indie comics highlights from my collection. A ton of great series shown there, from James Tynion IV, Something is Killing the Children, to We Live by the Miranda Brothers, and a ton more. I will be doing reviews on most of the series shown there, so I hope you will check them out, especially my We Live review. The first issue of that series is still the best single issue I've read in 2020. I'm not gonna say and ever, but it's definitely in my top 3 all-time favorites. It's absolutely amazing, and I do hope you'll check out the video I'll be posting talking about it. That was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll check out Mirka Andolfo's Mercy. If you have, I hope you'll look forward to its sequel, Merciless. I hope we'll get it this year, since it had been announced at the end of this series, so it was definitely planned as a continuing story here. And again, I'll see you all on the next video. Bye.